First, I want to thank the Hinrich Foundation and the National Press Foundation for this award, and to say how proud I am to share it with Ann and Joe. They're real pros, reporters, both of them. Thanks too to AP's economics editor, Fred Moniak, and to business editor, Brad Foss, for letting me do this work and for making it better. Hard to believe, but 4 or 5 years ago, trade reporting was almost an afterthought. The U.S. trade rep was always calling us, trying to get us to write about trade. That is not a problem now. President Trump has upended trade policy so thoroughly and with such speed that it's sometimes hard to keep your bearings. I remember one day a couple of years ago, word came out that he was threatening to put tariffs on $100 billion in Chinese imports. It sounded insane. In previous trade battles, sanctions were measured in millions, not billions of dollars. Surely it was a bluff, but it wasn't. Things have just escalated from there. The United States is now taxing $360 billion in Chinese imports, and Wall Street is just happy it isn't more. The reality has changed. It's hard to keep up with the day's events, let alone to try to put it in a context that makes sense to readers. At AP, we've been looking for unique ways to tell the story. We compared China today to the United States in the late 1700s and early 1800s, both of which were dens of intellectual thievery. We looked at how businesses respond to Trump's tariffs by shifting out of China, sometimes by cheating. And we looked at trade spats that seem to fly under the radar, disputes over Turkish cherry tarts and rubber bands from Thailand. We will continue to look for angles that provide context and maybe are a little bit fun. Some trade watchers expect 2020 to be a quieter year now that Trump has signed a phase 1 trade agreement with China. I wouldn't count on it. So I'd like to say thanks again to the Hinrich Foundation and the National Press Foundation for recognizing a beat that should never have been an afterthought and certainly isn't one anymore. Thanks.